Hello and welcome to the part 2 of the compound gin. This is going to kind of be a short-ish video. I'm also going to have a little kind of DIY thing near the end of the video, but what we're going to do is we're going to rack our compound gin and filter it into another thing. It finished fermenting about 2 days ago, so it's time to go ahead and get it racked and get it pulled over. I'm going to be using the Vine Bright filter. I've already prepped it. I already put a gallon of water through it, got it prepped, got my racking cane and everything set up to start doing the gin, getting it moved over. So without further ado, helps if you do it correctly. Damn it. Racking thing don't want to rack. We are seeming to have some technical difficulties here. Let's try it without the racking cane. Or not. Seems to be clear. I don't know why it's not. Let's try it again. Let's do it this way. Sorry about this, but technical difficulties. Very nice, very fruity. You can taste the vanilla, the lemon worked real well, and you got a good gin taste. I may just let this age as is and let it go. It seems to be coming out really clear through the filter, so this shouldn't take too long. The second part, or a continuation of this video, will be is we are going to convert this sometimes I should better prepare, but we're going to convert a lid like this for the 2 lemon juice or lemonade mason jars and convert it into this It's a real simple process, and we've stopped sucking or stopped filtering. I may have to lower the carboy down. I'm going to go ahead and turn the camera off. Okay, now we're back for doing the conversion. What you're going to need is you're going to need a cork. That's the hole for a bubbler. And you're going to need a drill bit, and of course the lid that you're going to drill through. You're also going to need a glue gun or some kind of silicone-based glue. I have the Stanley glue sticks, general purpose silicone glues. They work real well. And on your drill bit should be just slightly bigger than the bottom side hole of your bubbler cork. Just a little bit, just a hair bigger, because you're going to need all this room here for gluing. You've got the placement of the hole in the lid is pretty much up to you. I get it kind of centered-ish. Don't worry about perfect. I just want it off the edge away from where I'm going to have to screw it down. The glue that I use, the glue sticks that I use, hold up real well when you sanitize and clean them. So that's not a big deal. But let's get on with it. Something you're going to need to do when you use a drill press or a drill or whatever, I happen to have a drill press, is you want to drill from the bottom of the lid, because if you drill down this way through the lid, the pressure will bend and distort your lid. Plus you'll have metal pushed down through. You do it this way, it pushes the metal out and your lid remains flat. It makes it easier to take on and put off. So, you get the drill bit put into the drill press, maybe. Chuck it in tight. I have my glue gun plugged in and warming up. Check our lid, put it in, bring it up for a bit. Drill press on. And there you go. Got a hole. Put it through. Now, what I like to do is I'll take the glue and I'll put it on the bottom side of the cork. Put this nice little bead. And just take it, line it up, look through it, make sure it's clear, make sure your hole's clear. Then I'll come around the top part of it and put a bead. Just put a bead around it. Just kind of an extra reinforcement. And this glue takes minutes to dry, but it has to go 24 hours to cure. So I need to keep it, relatively dry and let my glue set up. Just kind kind of get it in there. Pick off any little strands that may accumulate while you're doing this. And there you go. You have converted this to a bubbler top. Like I said, you don't have to do this. This is not something you have to do. That's a must to do. You can always use the loose lid. It works just as well for venting off your carbon dioxide. It's great. I prefer bubblers because when I have everything in my closet that I do my fermentation in, that's the word I was looking for, I can open it, look at the bubbler, and I'm good. It's just a lazy thing on my part. You don't, like I said, you don't have to do it. A lot of people don't use bubblers. They use the loose lid method. There's nothing wrong with it. You do what you like, what works for you. And we're still racking over here on the gin. So we'll set this to the side and let it do its thing. I have no idea what was wrong with the racking cane earlier, why it wouldn't work. Okay, now we are to the good part of the video. I'm going to taste a little taste test of our gin. You see it's kind of a milky green. And I say green with a question mark, but it definitely smells like gin. It's got a real nice bouquet to it. Real. If you like the smell of gin, this is it. It's really good. You get the gin taste. But you also get a little bit of bite from the lemon. And almost immediately after you get the bite from the lemon, you get the sweet from the vanilla. Like I was saying when I was first trying to get everything siphoned and racked over through the filter, that it's really good. It's sweet. If you don't like a sweet gin, you probably won't like this recipe. But it's nice, sweet. This would go good with a dessert. This would go good with pretty much any red meat. This would be good with red meat. Like I said, it's really good. Like I said, I'm gonna let it probably age for a while. Just let it set, age, chill. Then I will probably go back at some point and decide whether or not I want to add sloes. If this matures well, this isn't going to need any sloes. This is just going to be fine as it is. Then I will adapt the recipe to make a larger batch to go from there, you know, for bottling, giving for presents and stuff of that nature. Gotta watch how much of this drink. I still gotta go back and ride the bus this afternoon. So, like I said, oh, one last thing. Look at the filter. I like showing the filters off because that's me. You see, I don't know if you see all the little dots. Those little dots are juniper berries that got ground up in the blender in the first video. And I said I'll probably wait a week or two, then I'll rack it through the fine filter and probably get some more of the contaminants out, or the more of the proteins and things that made it past the coarse filter. So until then, good brewing, peace, love.